Hello guys, welcome back to the crew Contra, driving our cars, part number 40b. Part number 40, we have tested the Ducati Monster, both in street spec and in performance spec, and as of today it is also available in dirt spec. So, let's have a look. As always, quickly going to do the acceleration tests. One mile drag race to see what this thing can do. I am leaning forward and I will use a full nitro bar on the first checkpoint, which is the quarter mile. Second checkpoint is a half mile, and then we go towards the finish. Limited at 280 kilometers an hour here apparently. $27.220. I'm thinking here that it's not amongst the fastest. I think that the KTM is way faster with 26 seconds something, I think. Let's move to here and throw it over our little dirt track that we usually do if I test the dirt track or dirt spec. Handling seems to be okay, doesn't slide that much. We will see. Reaches 300 kilometers an hour pretty easy. Okay, bit too much leaning forward. The train is going to cause a problem here. Speed in general seems to be okay. Acceleration on the other hand, not so sure about it. But the handling seems to be pretty fine, to be exact. Brake seems fine as well, other than that it slides a bit about though. But yeah, that's the same with the BMW 1200 and the KTM 450. After the April patch, I don't know. First feeling is that this one has probably the best handling of those three dirt bikes. Doesn't really slide about here. Seems fine. It doesn't, even if you hit the brakes, doesn't really slides a bit on the really sharp corners like here. Biggest problem seems to be acceleration though. Not really going anywhere with that acceleration, and I am leaning forward the whole time. It might be a false impression though, because if you look at the speedometer, you're pretty quickly at 280 kilometers an hour, so .315 something. Might get even a few kilometers more out of it. You really have to throw it around. And even then it's still sort of controllable. The brake seems to be fine, the speed seems to be fine, the handling, yeah, not that bad. If you think about it, with the lightweight KTM 450 that slides about way more. BMW is a bit too heavy, and this is somewhere in between, which makes it, on first look here, the best out of the three dirt bikes on handling. The acceleration is a bit of a problem though. The BMW is not that fast either. Seeing it's also pretty heavy. KTM, yeah, that's just... it's a lightweight, so that will always have the best acceleration and speed thing going, I guess, but... let's see. Stunt race. There is not a stunt race in the current qualifier. So I'm sort of trying to it seems to be doing it pretty quickly actually. Yep. think there and there and there. There is, where is it here? No, not Little Eagle. It's this one. The Windmill Racetrack. Let's go there. See if we can do it there. The reason I come here, there is one of the stunt races taking place here, and it's kind of hard to throw it around here for the KTM and BMW bike, but not for this one though. Of course there are no ramps here now, but nevertheless. It seems to do the combos pretty quickly. Maybe even a triple was possible there on that ramp. The latest bike they brought, which was a Kawasaki Z1000, the Summit Reward, which probably has the best handling of all the bikes. Now they come up with this dirt spec, and well, on first look here, I'm still having a look and sort of first look. Seeing there is no stunt race in the current qualifier, I can't really test it. That's a bit of a problem. Other than here. Can even do a double backflip on that jump, which is definitely not possible, nor with the KTM, nor with the BMW. Once again, it's the first look, but my impression is that we are looking at the best dirt spec bike for the stunt race. The handling is, in my opinion, superior to the other two because they slide way more. It's easy to control, the speed is good, it only had a bit of problem with acceleration, although that might be a false impression. Because if you look at the speedometer, it goes up pretty quickly on the dirt track that we tested it earlier. It was pretty easy at 280 kilometers an hour every time. But it doesn't slide as much. Yep. What I'm going to do, dirt bikes, KTM dirt bike. Let's have a look. This one is, well, already on looks you see it, it's way lighter. I have to slow down here with my keyboard with this bike to make that corner. Yep. Not that easy to control, as you can see. acceleration is way better on this KTM than on the Ducati, but if I have to brake, I have to slow down on the corners way more than with the Ducati. Ducati handles better. Bam. Double backflip, forget about it. Not gonna happen with this KTM on that ramp. And I did it with the Ducati. But then again, the KTM is not the best for stunt race, so this one is BMW 1200, which also is heavier than the KTM, just like the Ducati. But also here you have a problem with the steering. Have to slow down, go off throttle in some of the corners. Also here landing, bit of a problem. The brakes are not that good compared to Ducati, which means you have to brake earlier, slow down more on the corners and stuff like that. Bit faster acceleration than the Ducati, it seems. KTM is faster a lot acceleration wise, but also speed wise, I think. But it's also about corner speed, and my first opinion is that also this one does not make the jump. So let's try it again once more to make sure that I didn't make a mistake there. I was able to do a backflip there, double backflip on that ramp. The brakes are better, the handling are better. It just corners better, which means you can get more speed. Way more controllable. Although I also lost it there, but yeah, it is a tricky jump, that one with the bike, so I guess we have to test it as soon as we have a stunt race available. Probably will be the case in the next summit qualifier, which starts tomorrow. But yeah, this just, it turns sharper, brakes are better. And he does make that double backflip, although my speed was not good enough, but nevertheless it did make it. Yep. As I mentioned a couple of times, it is a first look, but my opinion is it lacks a bit of acceleration. The brakes are pretty good. The handling is, in my opinion, the best out of the three dirt bikes. Speed is more than okay, and the stunt combos can be done way more easier than with the other two bikes. So this is a force that we have to consider from now on in dirt for stunt races and stuff like that. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.